I'd like to get both of your thoughts on the transfer portal since Dabo Swinney's on record as basically saying he's not a big fan of it. It's not going to be how he's going to build a team. And the current list pretty much backs him up because they haven't picked up anybody off the transfer portal and they've lost 5 players. Of course, in terms of playing time, Mike Jones would be the most significant moving on to LSU as an outside linebacker. But as you guys outlined, the linebacking core is loaded, and he probably saw the writing on the wall there. His time was declining on the field anyway. And of course, on the high end, DeMarcus Bowman was the big one that got away as a 5-star to Florida. But considering the running back position and Etienne gone and that backfield being wide open, it's kind of a surprise that he took off.
Yeah, I think that's the big one right there. Losing Bowman, that hurts. I don't care how loaded Clemson running back room is right now. There is no back on the roster that even comes close to being as talented as DeMarcus Bowman is. You don't lose a guy like that and it not hurt. But yeah, Dabo Swinney, he even talked about the transfer portal yesterday again. He said that, if he has guys leave out of his program, like Mike Jones Jr., instead of looking at the portal, he's going to look to his locker room. He's going to look at his roster. He says that's why he recruits guys out of high school, man. He's gonna go. That's going to be where he goes first.
Well, I know they gave us some thought when the tight end from LSU was available.
I don't think they gave it any thought. I don't think they gave it any thought. They never had I think that was a lot of internet talk, a lot of message board rumor. Clemson never had an open spot at tight end. Clemson just signed Jake Brennan-Stool, who some services thinks the best tight end in the country. And Clemson's got to be careful with how they use the transfer portal because they sell these kids on the fact that they're not going to just go bring in a transfer to take their roster spot just because. So they got to walk a fine line. If they would have went out and got that guy, golly, what's his name, the one that transferred from LSU?
Eric
Gilbert.
Yeah, Rick Gilbert. If they would have went out and got him, then you got to turn around and tell Brennan-Stool, hey, sorry, man, I know we told you so-and-so, but we like this guy better. Now, he's stuck there for a year, and I just don't think that's how Dabo Swinney is going to operate. I think there's going to come a time when he is going to have to use the transfer portal. He might not like it, but he's going to have to do it. There's going to be a guy or two transfer after the spring, and he's going to have to fill that hole. And you can't go recruit guys out of high school in the spring. That's when we're going to see Dabo Swinney tap into that transfer portal, is when there's a guy or two transfer after the spring, and he's got an immediate hole to fill.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's beat them the last 2 years. I mean, Joe Burrow's transfer.
But you talking about a quarterback and a running back. Clemson said at quarterback, and like you said, they lost Bowman to the transfer portal, but they still full at running back right now. I mean, they still full. And Dabo Swinney, he is a stickler for numbers when it comes to them scholarships, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to waver too much. He likes to have so many guys at each position, and he don't like to cross over that.
Yeah.
Ricardo in the live chat is asking me, Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, do you think Vandy wins the SEC East? Yes or no? Now, all my predictions are exclusive on Patreon, but as a bonus, I'm going to let this one out early because you can get the jump on the over and unders. Vandy pulls a shocker and they win the SEC East. So if you think I'm serious and I don't have my tongue firmly planted in my cheek, then yes, I'm going to answer that question. If you're going to ask that question, I'll answer it. Sure, Vandy wins the SEC East.
I think he must be talking about college baseball, man.
Oh, they talking a little college baseball.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Asking me. That question is directed toward me. If they're talking in the chat, that's one thing, but he's asking me that question. All right.
I don't think they ever won an SEC champion. I don't think they even won the Southern championship when they was in the Southern division. I don't think
SEC championships for Vandy or South Carolina.
Well, South Carolina's only been there for what?
Since '92. But we're working on 30 years now.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
South Carolina still only got
no division championships for South Carolina. So Arkansas joined the same year, and they have yet to win the SEC, but at least they've been to the conference championship
once,
3 times.
91.
No, 06, 02, 95, 3 times for
I remember
Arkansas.
95 because then they lost to Florida. Greg Hill was the running back, I believe.
Yeah, they got blasted by Florida. I think 31-3 in 95. They lost to Georgia in 02. They lost to Florida in 06.
I don't remember none of those. 02 and 06. That SEC must have been really bad those 2 years. Yeah.
All right. Excellent stuff from these two. Always enjoy talking Clemson football with DeAndre and with Jason. Again, DeAndre's got a YouTube channel, BGPO Football Funk. BGPO Football Funk. And Jason does a nice job covering Clemson athletics, Clemson football with allclemson.com. Allclemson.com. It's on the SI platform. All right, guys. Appreciate you stopping by as always. And you're welcome back anytime.
Hey, man, all you got to do is ask, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Good
Thank
stuff.
you,
Okay,
Jason.
everybody.
Jason's one of the best, boy. He be doing some great articles. I love him.
Absolutely. There's no question. We only ask on the best here.
Thank y'all, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.